Prologue, a note from the heart. Hello, my friends. Welcome. Before we begin our long journey into the night, before we drift into the stories of trains, seas, and silent snow, I want to share a piece of my heart with you. I am telling you this story not just as a narrator, but as a son of the land where these stories happened. I am speaking to you as a Turk. To the world, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk is a historical figure, a great commander, a reformer, a statesman. But to us, to me, he is something much more. He is the reason I can speak to you freely tonight. He is the reason I can dream. He is the blue-eyed giant who held the sky up when it was falling down on us. In my culture, we do not just respect him, we feel him. When we look at the sunrise, we see his hope. When we look at the modern cities we live in, we see his vision. When we breathe in the air of freedom, we are breathing in his legacy. I wanted to write this story for you because I believe that his strength is not just for the Turkish people. It is a gift to the whole world. It is a universal lesson on how to remain calm in the middle of a storm, how to build a garden when you are surrounded by dust, how to trust in the light when you are surrounded by darkness. Tonight, I want to lend you his strength. I want you to feel the safety that we feel when we look at his picture. The feeling that says, "Do not worry, I am watching over you." The foundation is solid. So, as you listen to this story, know that it comes from a place of deep love and endless gratitude. You are safe here. You are under the protection of a timeless will. Let us walk together now. Let me introduce you to the man who taught a nation how to wake up, so that tonight you can peacefully go to sleep. The awakening of will. The day ends and the night begins. The world outside slows down, shifting from the busy hum of activity to the gentle rhythm of rest. It is time to let go. It is time to turn inward. Find a comfortable position. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Unclench your jaw. Feel the weight of your body pressing gently into the bed, supported, safe, and entirely at peace. Tonight, we travel back in time to find a source of strength that is as calm as it is powerful. We look to the life of a man whose determination was like a quiet river that carved through stone, not by force, but by persistence. Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. His story is often told with the loud sounds of cannon fire and the cheers of victory, but tonight, we will explore the silence behind the noise. We will explore the stillness of his mind, the architecture of his will, and the unbreakable focus that allowed him to build a new reality. Breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with the cool night air, and breathe out slowly, releasing every tension, every worry, every thought of tomorrow. Just be here, with the story, with the history, with the calm. Imagine, if you will, the city of Salonika in the late 19th century. It is a city of salt and sea, where the breeze carries the scent of ancient pine trees and the damp freshness of the Aegean. The streets are cobbled, winding their way through neighborhoods where wooden houses lean gently against one another, as if tired from centuries of standing. In one of these houses, a pink house filled with the soft, golden glow of oil lamps, a young boy sits by a window. The house is quiet. The wooden floorboards creak softly under the shifting weight of the night. Outside, the world is asleep, but the boy is awake. He is reading. Visualize the scene. The flame of the candle on his desk is steady, unwavering, just like the mind of Theboe watching it. This is Mustafa. He is not yet the commander who will save a nation. He is simply a child with a dream that is too big for the room he sits in. In these quiet hours of the night, while the rest of the city dreams of ordinary things, he dreams of structure, of order, of a future that does not yet exist. He learns a lesson that will serve him for the rest of his life. True power comes from clarity. When the mind is clear, like a calm lake at dawn, nothing is impossible. Imagine yourself sitting beside him in that quiet room. You can feel the texture of the old paper under your fingertips. You can hear the distant sound of the sea, rhythmic and soothing whoosh, whoosh. The waves wash against the shore, reminding us that consistency is the key to everything. The water does not rush. It simply never stops. Mustafa faced loss at a young age. The loss of a father is a storm that could shake the foundations of any child. Yet, imagine how he processed this grief. He did not let it destroy his structure. He used it to build a stronger internal world. He found solace in discipline. Think of discipline not as a hard, cold thing, but as a warm, protective blanket. Routine gave him safety. Every morning, waking up at the same time. Every day, pressing his uniform until it was sharp and clean. Every evening, studying until the concepts were etched into his mind. This repetition was his meditation. As you lie here now, feel the comfort of your own routine, the safety of your bed, the familiarity of your room. There is power in this stillness. Just as young Mustafa built his future brick by brick in the silence of his study, you are rebuilding your energy breath by breath in the silence of your sleep. Years passed, and the boy moved from the pink house in Salonika to the stone halls of the military academy in Monastir. The air here was different, crisper, colder, smelling of mountains and snow. Picture the long, echoing corridors of the academy, the sound of boots marching in perfect unison. Left, right, a hypnotic rhythm. It is the sound of focus. In this environment, Mustafa Kemal honed his greatest weapon, his mind. He realized that a leader must first lead himself. Before he could command armies, he had to command his own thoughts. When fear knocked on the door of his mind, he did not answer. When doubt tried to whisper in his ear, he turned back to his books, to his maps, to his vision. Imagine him standing in the schoolyard on a winter morning. The fog is thick, wrapping around the buildings like a soft, white blanket. The cold touches his face, waking him up, making him feel alive. He stands tall, his spine straight, his eyes fixed on the horizon that is hidden behind the mist. He knows the sun is there, even if he cannot see it yet. This is the essence of determination. It is knowing the sun is there, even in the darkest winter. It is trusting the path, even when the fog is thick. You too have this capacity. Deep within you, there is a core of steel just like his. It may be buried under the tiredness of the day, but it is there. As you relax deeper into the mattress, imagine that core glowing softly within your chest. A warm, steady light. It is your determination. It doesn't need to burn fiercely like a forest fire. It only needs to glow steadily like a lantern in the night. Let us move forward in time now. The young cadet has become a young officer. The world is changing rapidly. Empires are crumbling. The noise of the world is getting louder. But the louder the world became, the quieter Mustafa Kemal became inside. We find him now in the deserts of North Africa. The heat is shimmering off the sand. The wind blows the grains across the dunes, creating shifting patterns that look like waves of gold. It is a harsh environment, testing the limits of the human body. Here, amidst the sandstorms and the scarcity of water, he learned patience. He learned that you cannot fight the desert. You must endure it. You must conserve your energy. You must wait for the right moment. Imagine the sound of the desert wind at night, a low, hollow whistle that seems to go on forever. Above, the sky is a vast dome of black velvet, pierced by millions of stars. The same stars that shone over Salonika, the same stars that shine over you right now. Under this vast sky, he sat by a small fire, planning, thinking, waiting. He had an eye infection, he was in pain, he was far from home. But his spirit remained untouched. He understood that pain is temporary, but the mission is eternal. Allow this thought to soothe you. Whatever challenges you face today, whatever stress you are carrying, it is temporary. It is like the sand blowing in the wind. It will settle. The sky above remains vast and untouched. Your spirit, like the sky, is vast and untouched by the small storms of daily life. As he moved from the desert to the hills of Gallipoli, the stakes grew higher. The year is 1915. The location is a narrow peninsula where the green hills meet the blue sea. It should be a paradise, but it has become a theater of the impossible. The bombardment was deafening. The ground shook. The air was filled with smoke. Panic was the natural reaction for any human being. But Mustafa Kemal was operating on a different frequency. There is a famous moment, a moment of stillness in the chaos. He stands on a ridge, looking down at his men. They are out of ammunition. They are tired. They are afraid. He does not offer them false hope. He offers them purpose. He gives them an anchor. His calmness transfers to them. In the midst of the most terrifying noise, he creates a bubble of silence, a bubble of absolute focus. I am not ordering you to attack, he says, his voice not shouting, but projecting with the weight of absolute certainty. I am ordering you to die. It sounds harsh to our modern ears, but in that moment it was a transcendent call. It was a call to let go of the fear of death, to let go of the ego, and to become part of something larger than oneself. When you let go of the fear of the outcome, you become invincible. As you listen to this, you do not need to fight any battles. Your war is over for the day, but you can borrow that feeling of invincibility. You can let go of the outcome of tomorrow. You can surrender to the sleep that is waiting for you. Imagine the night falling over Gallipoli after the battle. The smoke clears. The sea turns a deep, dark indigo. The moon rises, casting a silver path across the water. The silence returns. It is the silence of resilience. The land has held. The will has held.
Mustafa Kemal sleeps in a simple tent.
He sleeps deeply, for he knows he has done everything he could. He does not waste energy on what-ifs. He rests. You have done everything you could today. You have fought your battles, big or small. You have held your ground. Now, like the commander resting in his tent under the olive trees, you deserve your rest. Let your breathing deepen. Inhale, envisioning that calm, silver moonlight filling your body. Exhale, releasing the smoke and dust of the day. The journey did not end there. Determination is not a single act. It is a long road. The road led him to a ship, the Bandırma ferry. Picture the ship. It is old, rusty, and small. It creaks and groans as it pushes through the rough waves of the Black Sea. The year is 1919. The waves are high, dark towers of water crashing against the hull. The captain is worried. The compass is broken. The enemy is watching. But on the deck, Mustafa Kemal stands looking north. He is not looking at the waves. He is looking at destination. He knows that the ship is merely a vessel. The real engine is his will. If you feel like you are on a rough sea in your life right now, if you feel tossed around by circumstances, visualize yourself as him. Standing on the deck, hands clasped behind your back, calm. You are not worried about the waves because you know where you are going. You are going to a place of success, a place of peace. The rocking of the ship is not frightening. It is rhythmic, rock, and return. Rock, and return.it is like a cradle. Let the imaginary waves of the Black Sea rock you to sleep. You are safe on this ship because the captain knows the way. The captain is your own inner wisdom, inspired by the determination of the great leader. He landed in Samsun on a misty morning. The sun was struggling to break through the gray clouds. The land was tired, poor, and defeated. But where others saw an end, he saw a beginning. This is the alchemist's power of determination, to look at lead and see gold, to look at failure and see Alishsun, to look at an end and see a start. He walked through the villages of Anatolia. He spoke to the farmers, the teachers, the elders. He did not speak down to them. He spoke to the greatness sleeping inside them. He woke up a nation simply by believing it was already awake. As you drift closer to sleep, think of the greatness sleeping inside you. It doesn't need to be shouted. It is there waiting for the morning. Tonight, let it rest. Let it gather strength. Imagine the map of the country spreading out in his mind. Not a map of borders, but a map of potential. He saw factories where there were fields. He saw schools where there were ruins. He saw women pilots, scientists, artists in a land that had forgotten how to dream. He held this image in his mind with such intensity that reality had no choice but to conform to it. This is the secret. Hold the image of your own success in your mind as you sleep. Do not force it. Just hold it gently, like a precious photograph. The determination to see it through will grow while you dream. The War of Independence was fought, and it was won. But for Ataturk, the sword was only the first tool. The plow and the pen were the true instruments of victory. Imagine him years later in a classroom. The dust of the battlefield is gone, replaced by the chalk dust off the blackboard. He is teaching the new alphabet. A, B, C. His patience is infinite. He stands by the blackboard, explaining the shapes of the letters to old men and young children alike. He knows that changing a culture is harder than winning a war. It takes time. It takes softness. It takes repetition. B, C. Let these letters float in your mind. The building blocks of language. The building blocks of a new life. Everything is simple when you break it down. You don't need to solve the whole puzzle tonight. You just need to place one piece, and that piece is rest. The classroom is sunny and warm. Outside, the new republic is growing. Trees are being planted, millions of them. Acacias, pines, planes. Imagine the roots of these trees going deep into the soil, anchoring the land. Determination is like a tree. It grows slowly. You cannot see it growing if you watch it every second. But over time, it becomes a giant that provides shade and shelter. You are growing. Your success is growing. Trust the process. Now, bring your attention back to your breath. The story of determination is a story of energy, and energy needs to be replenished. Ataturk worked tirelessly, but he also knew the value of the evening table, of conversation, of music, of gazing at the Bosphorus. Visualize the Bosphorus Strait at night. The water is dark and glassy, reflecting the lights of the city. A small boat passes by, leaving a gentle wake. The air is cool. There is a profound sense of peace after the long struggle. He sits there, looking at the modern nation he helped build. He is not arrogant. He is simply satisfied. He set a goal, and he walked towards it until he arrived. You are on your own walk. You have your own goals, and you have the spirit of this story to guide you. Let the image of the blue eyes, the calm face, and the unwavering stance fade gently into the background. Let them become a feeling rather than a picture. A feeling of strength in your chest. A feeling of stability in your legs. A feeling of clarity in your mind. The night is deep now. The stars are watching over you, just as they watched over the pink house in Salonika, the deserts of Africa, the hills of Gallipoli, and the waves of the Black Sea. You are part of this timeless stream of history. You are strong. You are determined. And now you are going to sleep. Safe, calm, ready for the future. The architect of peace, building life from dust. Welcome back. As the night deepens around you, allow yourself to settle once more into that comfortable space of rest. You have traveled through the storms of the beginning, witnessed the awakening of an unstoppable will, and now, the air has cleared. The battles are over. The cannons are silent. Now we enter a different kind of story, a story of silence, a story of growth, a story of how a determined mind can turn dry dust into a living garden. Take a slow breath in, smelling the clean, cool air of the night, and breathe out, letting your body become heavy, soft, and still. We find ourselves now in the heart of Anatolia. The year is 1923. We are in Ankara, But this is not the bustling city of today.
Imaginea vast, rolling steppe.
The land is painted in shades of ochre, dry yellow, and dusty brown. It is a quiet, lonely landscape where the wind travels for miles without hitting a single tree. Most people looked at this dry land and saw nothing. They saw emptiness. They saw impossibility. You cannot build a capital here, they whispered. Nothing grows here. But Mustafa Kemal walked onto this dry earth with a vision that went beyond what his eyes could see. Where others saw dust, he saw broad avenues lined with acacia trees. Where others saw a lonely hill, he saw a beacon of modern civilization. Imagine standing next to him on that dry hill. The wind is warm, carries the scent of wild thyme and heated soil. It is the smell of potential. He did not rush. Determination, in its truest form, is patient. He knew that to build something lasting, you must start with the foundation. Think about your own life as you lie here. Sometimes, things may feel dry or empty. Sometimes, progress feels slow. But like the architect of a new nation, you are laying foundations in the dark. You are doing the work that cannot be seen yet. And that is enough. He began to plant trees. Not just a few, but thousands. He created a farm in the middle of the barren land, the forest farm. Visualize the act of planting a tree, the shovel breaking the hard, resistant earth. Dig and lift, dig and lift. A rhythmic, hypnotic motion, placing the fragile sapling into the ground, covering it with soil, watering it. He loved nature with a tenderness that surprised those who only knew him as a soldier. He knew that nature is the ultimate teacher of patience. A tree does not rush to the sky. It grows ring by ring, year by year. There is a beautiful story from his life that teaches us the ultimate respect for living things. Let us travel now to the coast of Yalova, by the Sea of Marmara. The air here is different. It is humid, lush, and green. The sound of the sea is gentle, lapping against the shore. Splash, hush, splash, hush. Ataturk had a small mansion there, a simple wooden house where he would retreat to think, to read, and to find peace. Next to this house, there was a magnificent, ancient sycamore tree. Its branches were thick and wide, covered in broad green leaves that danced in the breeze. One day, a gardener came to him. The gardener looked worried. "My Pasha," he said, "the branches of the great plane tree are pushing against the roof of the house. They are damaging the tiles. We must cut the branch." The room went quiet. Cutting a branch seems like a small thing. It is the easy solution. It is what most people would do. But Mustafa Kemal looked at the tree. He saw a living being that had stood there for centuries, long before the house was built, and would stand there long after they were gone. He respected its life. He looked at the gardener and gave an order that defied all logic, an order that showed the sheer scale of his creative determination. "No," he said softly, "you will not cut the branch. We will move the house." Imagine the scene. Sounds like a dream. How do you move a house? They brought iron rails like train tracks. They dug beneath the foundations of the building. Slowly, carefully, inch by inch, they slid the entire house away from the tree. Listen to the imaginary sound of the metal wheels on the rails. A slow, heavy, grinding sound. Kriawak, clunk, kriawak, clunk. It was slow work. It required immense effort. But they did it. The house slid away and the branch was saved. This is the power of a mindset that refuses to destroy. It is a mindset that seeks harmony. As you drift closer to sleep, think about the obstacles in your own life. Often, we think we need to cut things away, destroy things, or fight against the nature of reality. But perhaps, like the determined leader, you can simply move the house. You can shift your perspective. You can change your position so that you can live in harmony with the problem, rather than destroying it. The tree still stands there today, a monument to the idea that kindness requires strength. It takes more strength to move a house than to cut a branch. You possess that strength. Let us return to Ankara now. The sun is setting over the steppe. The city he envisioned is starting Taurus. The lights are turning on, one by one, twinkling in the twilight like fallen stars. He sits in his library. The room is lined with books from floor to ceiling. Thousands of books. History, philosophy, mathematics. He loved geometry. He loved the clarity of triangles, the certainty of angles. Imagine him writing a book on geometry. In a world that is often chaotic and unpredictable, he found rest in the logic of shapes. Triangle point three sides. Perfect balance. Circled no beginning. No end. Wholeness. Let these shapes float in your mind. A glowing blue triangle. Stable, grounded. A soft white circle. Endless, peaceful. Geometry is the language of order, and sleep is the restoration of order in your body. His determination was not just about war or politics. It was about bringing order to chaos. It was about creating a garden where there was only dust. You have the power to create your own internal garden. Right now, in this bed, you are safe from the chaos of the world outside. You are the architect of your dreams. Visualize a garden in the center of your mind. It can be like the one he planted, tall acacia trees, the smell of fresh soil, the sound of water flowing in a small irrigation channel. The water flows clearly, trickle, trickle. The leaves rustle. Shoo, hey. He walks through this garden in your mind. He is wearing a simple suit, his hands clasped behind his back, his face relaxed. He is no longer the commander. He is the gardener. He nods to you, a silent acknowledgement of your own efforts. He knows that life is not easy. He knows that building a future takes time, but he also knows that you can do it. Rest, the silence seems to say. To build tall towers, you must have deep foundations. Sleep is your foundation. The night has fully wrapped around the world now. The steppe is dark and cool. The sea at Yalova is calm. The sycamore tree sleeps, its leaves still. The house sits quietly on its new foundation. Everything is in its right place. You are in your right place. Let go of the need to build for a few hours. Let go of the need to plan. The bricks will be there tomorrow. The seeds will be there tomorrow. Now is the time for the soil to rest. Feel the darkness as a velvet cloak, soft and warm. You are protected by the legacy of strength. You are inspired by the legacy of peace. Peace at home, peace in the world, he said. Tonight, let it be. Peace in your body, peace in your mind. Drift deeper into that peace. The house is safe. The tree is safe. You are safe. Sleep now. Deep, slow, unstoppable rest. The eternal teacher and the infinite horizon. Welcome back to the stillness. You have walked a long path tonight. You have seen the boy by the window, the commander on the ship, and the architect planting trees in the dust. Now, the journey moves to its final and most peaceful phase. The phase of wisdom, the phase of legacy. Let your body sink even deeper into the mattress. Imagine that gravity is a warm blanket, gently holding you down, reminding you that you have nowhere to go and nothing to do. The past is a memory. The future is a dream. There is only this moment, calm, quiet, present. We travel now to a bright, sunlit classroom. The war is a distant memory. The dust of construction has settled. Now it is time to build the mind. Visualize Mustafa Kemal standing before a simple blackboard. The room is filled with golden sunlight streaming through tall windows. Dust motes dance in the light, floating slowly, like tiny stars. He holds a piece of white chalk. He is no longer wearing a uniform. He is wearing the civilian clothes of a teacher. He turns to the board and writes a single letter. The sound of the chalk on the board is rhythmic. Tap, scritch, tap.it is a sound of beginning. He looked at his nation and said, "We will learn a new way to speak. We will learn a new way to understand the world." To change an entire alphabet is an act of immense courage. It requires the willingness to be a beginner again. As you lie here, think about the power of beginning again. No matter how old you are, no matter how tired you feel, you always have the capacity to learn something new, to turn the page, to write a new letter on the blackboard of your life. He traveled from village to village, standing in town squares, teaching the new letters to old men with weathered faces and young children with bright eyes. He showed them that the mind is limitlessly elastic. See, let these letters float in your mind like soft clouds. They are simple. They are the building blocks of communication. Communication is the bridge between souls. And tonight, you are communicating with your own body, telling it that it is safe to shut down. Imagine the patience he had. The same patience he showed in battle, he now showed in teaching. Heck knew that understanding comes in waves, just like sleep. You cannot force it. You can only invite it. Now let the classroom fade. Let the white chalk turn into the white foam of the sea. We find ourselves in Istanbul at the Dolmabahce Palace. It is a place of ornate beauty, sitting right on the edge of the Bosphorus Strait. The water here is deep, cold, and beautifully blue. Ataturk spent his final days here, watching the ships pass by. Imagine sitting next to him on the terrace. The air smells of salt and iodine. The cry of the seagulls is distant and melancholy. Caw, caw. The Bosphorus is a river that connects two worlds, east and west, the past and the future, waking and sleeping. Watch the water flow. It never struggles. It simply moves. It flows around obstacles, carries the ships without effort. He looked at this water and found peace. He knew his time was coming to an end, but he was not afraid. A man who has lived his purpose fully has no fear of the end. He saw death not as a wall but as a horizon. And a horizon is simply the limit of our sight, not the end of the journey. On a November morning, the clock stopped. But in our story, the stopping of the clock is not a tragedy. It is a moment of absolute, perfect stillness. Tick, tick, tick, silence. Imagine a clock in your mind. The second hand slows down, slower, slower, until it stops. Time has no meaning here. There is no rush. There is no deadline. The great heart stopped beating, but the energy did not disappear. It expanded. It became the wind over the Anatolian hills. It became the waves on the Black Sea. It became the rustle of the leaves in the sycamore tree. He became a feeling, the feeling of resilience, the feeling of dignity. Now let us travel to his final resting place, Anıtkabir. It is night there. The great mausoleum stands high on a hill, glowing under the moon. Visualize the Lion Road, a long stone path lined with stone lions. The lions are sleeping. They represent power under control, power at rest. You are walking down this road in your mind. The stones are smooth beneath your feet. The air is silent and respectful. You reach the great hall. It is vast, cool, and dim. There is a feeling of immense solidity here. The stones are heavy. They have been here for decades, and they will be here for centuries. This solidity is supporting you. You can lean your entire weight against this history. You don't have to hold yourself up. Let the strength of the stone enter your bones. Let the quiet of the hall enter your mind. Sovereignty belongs to the people, he said. Tonight, sovereignty over your body belongs to you. You have the authority to command your muscles to relax. You have the authority to command your thoughts to cease. His struggle is over. Your struggle for today is over. The torch has been passed. But you do not need to carry it while you sleep. You can set the torch down. The flame will not go out. It will wait for you until morning. Everything he fought for, freedom, reason, peace, allows you to lie here tonight in safety. Feel that gratitude. Gratitude is a soft vibration that relaxes the heart. The story has ended, but the determination remains. It is now a part of you. When you wake up tomorrow, you will have a spark of that unstoppable will. You will have the clarity of the blue eyes that looked at the horizon. You will have the patience of the gardener. But for now, nothing matters but the drift. Drifting like the ferry on the sea. Drifting like the clouds over Ankara. Drifting like the dust in the sunlight. The book is closed. The blackboard is erased. The ship is in the harbor. The clock has stopped. Deep peace, eternal rest, unstoppable sleep. The rhythm of the iron rails. The story flows on like a river that has no end. You are drifting deeper now, carried by the current of history and the softness of the night. We have spoken of the sea, the land, and the mind. Now let us speak of the journey itself. Let us speak of the rhythm that connects them all. In the years of rebuilding, Mustafa Kemal did not stay in the palaces of Istanbul or the stone buildings of Ankara. He was a man of motion. He believed that to understand the heart of a nation, you must travel through its veins. Imagine, if you will, the sound of a steam train in the distance. Chug, chug, chug, chug. A slow, steady, hypnotic beat. It is the heartbeat of the industrial age. It is the sound of progress. He traveled in a special train known as the White Train. Picture it gliding through the night. A long, elegant line of white steel moving through the dark velvet of the Anatolian plains. Inside, the lights are warm and dim. The windows are like moving paintings, framing the moonlit mountains, the sleeping villages, the endless fields of wheat. He sits by the window watching the world pass by. The rhythm of the wheels on the tracks is comforting. Click-clack, click-clack, click-clack. It is a lullaby of steel and stone. "We will weave the country with iron nets," he famously said. Think about that image. Iron nets, not tot wrap, but to hold, to connect, to bring the far near. Building these railways was an impossible task. They had to bore through granite mountains. They had to bridge deep canyons. Visualize the workers laying the tracks. One sleeper at a time, one rail at a time. Hammer, strike, hammer, strike. Slowly, mile by mile, the path is made. This teaches us that no distance is too great if you just keep moving. You do not need to leap to the destination. You just need to lay the next rail. As you lie in your bed, imagine that you are a passenger on this night train. You are safe in a comfortable cabin. The seats are made of soft velvet. The vibration of the train is a gentle massage for your back. You are moving forward even while you rest. That is the beauty of the train. You can sleep, and the engine carries you to where you need to go. Ataturk looked out at the dark landscape and saw the lights of distant farmhouses flickering like fireflies. He knew that in every one of those houses, there was a family, a story, a hope. He felt a deep connection to them, a fatherly protection. Feel that sense of protection wrapping around you now. You are part of a larger story. You are not alone in the dark. The train enters a tunnel. The sound changes. It becomes a low, rushing whoosh. Darkness surrounds the windows completely, but he is not afraid of the dark tunnel. He knows there is light at the other end. He knows the tunnel is just a shortcut through the obstacle. In your life, sleep is the tunnel. It is the dark passage that takes you from the exhaustion of today to the energy of tomorrow. Do not fear the darkness of sleep. Enter it gladly. The train is guiding you through. Now the train emerges from the tunnel. The moonlight bursts back in, silver and cool. He smiles. He takes a sip of his coffee. He is content. He knows that the tracks are solid. He knows the direction is true. The tracks stretch out infinitely ahead, two silver lines converging on the horizon. They represent focus. When you are on the tracks, you don't need to worry about steering. You don't need to worry about getting lost. The path is set. Your path for tonight is set. It leads to only one place: deep, restorative slumber. Listen to the rhythm again. Slower now. Chug, chug, chug. The steam engine is slowing down as it approaches a quiet station in the middle of nowhere. The steam hisses gently. Shhhhhhh. The brakes sigh. See. The train comes to a complete, gentle stop. The silence that follows the motion is profound. It is heavy and sweet. Ataturk sets down his pen. He rests his head against the high back of the chair. He closes his blue eyes. Even the man of unceasing energy needs to stop. Even the engine needs to cool down. The station outside is quiet. Crickets are chirping in the tall grass. The air is cool and still. You have arrived at your station. The journey of the day is done. The wheels have stopped turning. Let the image of the white train sitting peacefully under the stars be your final thought. Stationary, silent, at rest. You are the train. You are the passenger. You are the track. Everything is connected. Everything is still. Drift into the silence of the station. The sanctuary of books. The journey continues into the deepest hours of the night. The train has stopped, the trees are planted, and now we move indoors, into a sanctuary of silence. We are going to visit a place that Mustafa Kemal loved more than any battlefield, more than any palace. We are going to his library. Imagine a room lined with dark, polished wood. The smell here is rich and comforting. The scent of old paper, leather bindings, and drying ink. It is the smell of wisdom. Outside, the world might be chaotic, but in here, everything is ordered. Every book has its place. Every thought has its shelf. He spent thousands of hours in rooms like this. While others slept, he was awake with his books. He believed that the true war was fought against ignorance, and his soldiers were the words on the page. Visualize him sitting in a comfortable armchair. The lamp casts a warm, yellow pool of light over his shoulder. The rest of the room is in soft shadow. Listen to the sound of the pages turning. Rustle, apayus, rustle. It is a gentle, dry sound. It is the sound of a mind expanding. He underlined sentences with a red pencil. He took notes. He was having a conversation with history. Imagine that you are sitting across from him. You also have a book. You don't need to read the words. Just feel the weight of the book in your hands. It feels grounding. There is a profound peace in study. When you read, you are not in the past or the future. You are in the world of the author. You are safe. Ataturk read about civilizations, about geometry, about languages. He knew that knowledge was the only true light. The truest guide in life is science, he said. Science is dependable. It is structured, just like the structure of your sleep cycle. Your body knows the science of sleep. It knows how to repair your cells, how to organize your memories. You don't need to direct it. You just need to trust the science of your own biology. As he reads, the silence of the room deepens. The ticking of a grandfather clock in the corner becomes a rhythmic mantra. Tick, tock, tick, tock. It counts the moments of peace. He closes the book gently. He places it on the table. He rubs his eyes, tired but satisfied. He has learned something new today, and because he learned, the nation learned. Think of your mind as a library. Tonight, you are closing the books. You are turning off the lamps in the corridors of your brain. You don't need to analyze anymore. You don't need to underline anymore. The librarian is turning out the lights. Click, click, click. Darkness falls over the shelves, protecting restful darkness. The knowledge is safe. You can access it tomorrow. But for now, the library is closed. Rest in the quiet of the unread page. The future in the skies. From the quiet of the library, we move to the vastness of the open air. We move from the earth to the sky. Ataturk was a man who looked at the soil and saw a garden, but he also looked at the sky and saw the future. The future is in the skies, he famously declared. Istiqbal Gaklarditer. Let these words lift you up. Imagine standing on a grassy hill on a clear, blue day. The sun is warm on your face. The wind is fresh. Above you, the sky is an endless dome of azure blue. No clouds, just infinite space. He watched the first gliders, the first airplanes of the young republic, taking off from the ground. Imagine the sound of the wind rushing over wings. Whoosh, the feeling of lifting off, the feeling of weightlessness. Sleep is a form of flying. It is letting go of the heavy gravity of the day and floating in the space of dreams. You are a pilot of your own consciousness. You are taxiing down the runway of relaxation. You are gathering speed, and now gently you lift off. The problems of the ground look smaller from up here. The traffic, the noise, the stress, they are just tiny specks far below. You are soaring above them, like the turkusu bird, the symbol of freedom. Ataturk wanted his people to be brave, to look up, to not be chained to the ground. He established the Turkish Aeronautical Association because he knew that looking up changes your perspective. It expands your chest. It raises your chin. Breathe in now, expanding your chest as if you are filling your lungs with the thin, pure air of the high altitude. Breathe out and feel yourself floating. Visualize a white glider moving silently through the air. No engine noise, just the sound of the air. Gliding, banking left, banking right, it is effortless. It rides the thermal currents. You are riding the currents of sleep. You don't need to flap your wings. You just need to spread them and let the current carry you. The sky turns from blue to the colors of sunset. Pink, violet, deep indigo. The first stars appear. He looked at these same stars. He navigated by them. Now you are floating among them. The sensation of floating is the ultimate relaxation. Your arms are light. Your legs are light. You are drifting towards the horizon of tomorrow, but you are in no rush to get there. The flight is beautiful. The future is in the skies, and your future, right now, is in the clouds of sleep. Soft, white, fluffy clouds that cushion you, support you, and hide you from the world. Float on, fly on. The ground is far away. You are free. The melody of a new era. We have flown through the skies and traveled the iron rails. Now, let us return to a space of elegance, music, and rhythm. The determined mind is not only serious, it also knows how to celebrate. It knows the value of harmony. Imagine a grand hall in the young republic. The high ceilings are adorned with crystal chandeliers, sparkling like captured stars. The light they cast is soft, golden, and warm. Below, the floor is polished wood, smooth as glass. The air is filled with the sound of music. Ataturk believed that a nation must not only work, it must also sing. It must dance. He loved the sound of the violin, the piano, and the traditional songs of the land. Listen closely in your mind. Can you hear a gentle waltz playing? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The rhythm of the waltz is circular, continuous, and soothing. It swings you gently, just as sleep swings you into dreams. He enters the room. He is dressed impeccably in a black tailcoat. His posture is upright yet relaxed. He moves with the grace of a man who is comfortable in his own skin. He invites the nation to the dance floor. "Gentlemen," he says with a smile, "let us dance." Dancing is an act of balance. You must trust your partner. You must trust the music. In this moment, trust the rhythm of your own breathing. Inhale, exhale. It is the dance of life. Your heart beats the drum, and your lungs play the melody. Then the music changes. The waltz fades, and the powerful, soulful drums of the zebek begin. Dum, tek, dum, tek. This is the dance of the brave. It is slow. It is majestic.
Mustafa Kemal Atatürk.
Imagine him raising his arms like the wings of an eagle. He looks at the sky. Then he bends his knee and touches the ground. This movement touching the ground is profound. It says, I am high like the sky, but I am humble like the earth. Feel yourself touching the ground in your mind. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. You are grounded. You are solid. The music slows down even more. The notes hang in the air, vibrating with emotion. The lights in the ballroom dim. The party is winding down. The dancers are tired but happy. There is a sweet exhaustion that comes after a night of joy. You are feeling that sweetness now. The violins play a final, long, low note that stretches out into the silence. The last vibration fades away. The hall is empty. The chandeliers are dimmed. Only the memory of the music remains. Let that melody echo softly in your head as a lullaby. A song of grace, a song of balance, a song of peace. The golden harvest. The music fades, and we step out of the ballroom into the fresh morning air of the countryside. We are going to the heart of the land, to the fields of wheat. The peasant is the master of the nation, Atatürk said. He knew that true wealth does not come from gold. It comes from the grain, comes from the soil. Let us walk with him through a golden field in central Anatolia. The sun is high and warm. It feels like a gentle hand resting on your back. The sky is a brilliant, cloudless blue. All around you, as far as the eye can see, is a sea of wheat. The stalks are tall and heavy with grain. They sway in the gentle breeze. Swish, swish, swish. It is a hypnotic sound. The sound of abundance. The sound of nature providing for us. He loved to walk here. He would pick up a handful of soil and look at it with reverence. He knew that everything begins and ends here. Imagine him wearing a simple hat to shield his eyes from the sun. He looks at a tractor in the distance. The tractor moves slowly, turning the earth. It reminds us that progress is about cultivation. It is about preparing the ground. You have prepared your ground today. You have done your work. Now it is time for the harvest of rest. Just as the wheat absorbs the sunlight all day to grow, you must absorb the darkness of the night to heal. Visualize a loaf of fresh, warm bread sitting on a wooden table. The smell of baking bread is one of the most comforting scents in the world. It smells of home. It smells of safety. Break a piece of this imaginary bread. Feel its warmth. It nourishes you. Atatürk wanted his people to be full, to be healthy, to be strong. He looked at the harvest and saw independence. When you can feed yourself, you are free. Tonight, feed your soul with silence. Harvest the quiet moments. The field is vast. The work is done. The barns are full. There is nothing left to worry about. The sun begins to set over the golden field. The light turns amber and honey-colored. The crickets begin their evening song. The heat of the day rises from the earth, leaving behind a cool, refreshing evening. He turns to walk back towards the farmhouse. He walks slowly, savoring the peace of the land. Walk with him, step by step through the tall grass. The earth is soft under your feet. You are the master of your own nation, the nation of your body and mind. And tonight, your nation is at peace. Abundance, warmth, golden sleep. The healing waters. The golden fields of wheat fade into the twilight, and we find ourselves once again by the water. But this is not the dark, rough sea of the beginning. This is a calm, crystal-clear sanctuary. We are at the Florya Marine Mansion in Istanbul. It is a unique house, built on stilts right above the sea. A house that floats. Atatürk loved this place. He came here not to command, but to recover, to swim. To be one with the element of water. Imagine the sound of gentle waves lapping against the pillars of the house underneath the floor. Lap, lap, lap. It is the most soothing sound in the world. It is nature rocking the house to sleep. The sun is shining, creating diamonds of light on the surface of the Sea of Marmara. He walks out in his swimwear. He dives into the cool, refreshing blue. Feel that sensation of cool water washing over your skin. It washes away the dust of the day. It washes away the heat of worry. You are weightless in the water. He swims with steady, strong strokes. Reach and pull. Reach and pull. Swimming is a meditation. You are moving through resistance, but you are not fighting it. You are flowing with it. Imagine yourself swimming next to him. The water supports you completely. You don't have to hold yourself up. The ocean holds you. After the swim, he climbs into a small rowing boat. He grabs the wooden oars. Creak, splash, creak, splash. The rhythm of rowing is hypnotic. It is the rhythm of the heart. He rows further out, away from the noise of the shore, into the deep silence of the open water. He stops rowing and lets the boat drift. He lies back, looking up at the passing clouds. The boat rocks gently. Rock and drift. Rock and drift. In this moment, the great leader is just a human being floating between the sky and the sea. He teaches that to be strong, you must also be fluid. You must know how to let go. You are in that boat now. The oars are resting. The water is calm. There is nothing to do but drift. Drift towards the shore of sleep. Clean, refreshed, light. The garden of tomorrow. From the quiet sea, we move to a lush, green garden filled with the softest light of late afternoon. This is a story about the future. This is a story about the child within us all. Ataturk was a stern commander, yes, but he had a heart that melted for children. He adopted daughters. He gave a holiday to the children of the world. He knew that the innocence of a child is the purest form of determination. A child does not know the word impossible until an adult teaches it to them. Imagine him sitting on a park bench in this garden. He is watching a child on a swing, back and forth, back and forth. The swing goes up towards the leaves of the trees, comes down towards the grass. Up and down, up and down. It is the pendulum of time. He smiles. In the laughter of the child, he hears the echo of his own legacy. He knows that he has built this safety for them. I leave you a clear conscience and a free country, he seems to whisper. He calls the child over. He looks into their eyes full of dreams, untouched by sadness. He touches the child's head gently, a blessing of protection. You are a spark, he says. You will be a flame. Tonight, reconnect with the child inside you, that part of you that is innocent, that part of you that believes in magic, that part of you that wants to sleep without a worry in the world. Imagine you are that child. You are tired after a long day of playing in the garden of life. Ataturk lifts you up. He carries you, just as a father carries a sleeping child to bed. You feel safe in the arms of history. You are carried into a warm room. The sheets are crisp and clean. He tucks you in. The blanket is soft. Sleep now, he whispers. The Republic is safe. Your future is safe. He turns off the light, leaving only the glow of the moon through the window. You are protected by the strength of the past. You are nurtured by the hope of the future. The swing in the garden slowly comes to a stop. The birds settle in their nests. The world becomes silent. You are the child. You are the dream. You are the peace. Sleep, deep, innocent, dreamless sleep. Here are part 11 and part 12. These sections explore the soothing textures of his iconic style, elegance as a form of order, and the metaphorical lighthouse of his gaze. The texture of nobility. We move now from the garden to a more intimate space, a space of quiet dignity and ritual. Ataturk was a man who understood the power of presentation. He knew that outer order creates inner calm. Let us focus on the textures of his world. Imagine a room with a tall mirror. The light is dim. He stands there, preparing for an evening-off conversation. Think of the fabric of his famous cape, the black velvet cloak. Visualize touching that fabric. Soft, smooth, dense. Velvet is a fabric that absorbs light. It absorbs sound. It is the fabric of the night. He places the cape over his shoulders. It settles with a heavy, comforting weight. Like a weighted blanket, it grounds him. He adjusts his white tie, loop and pull, loop and pull. The knot is perfect. Symmetry is peaceful. When things are symmetrical, the eye can rest. He brushes a speck of dust from his sleeve. It is a slow, deliberate motion. He is not rushing. He is never rushing. He teaches us that self-respect is a form of meditation. Taking care of yourself is not vanity. It is sanity. Imagine you are taking off the costume of your day. You are unbuttoning the shirt of your responsibilities. Click, click, click. You are taking off the shoes that walked so many miles. You are hanging up the heavy coat of expectations. He looks in the mirror. He does not see a tired man. He sees a man who is ready. But you are ready for something else. You are ready to slip into the most comfortable fabric of all, the fabric of sleep. Imagine sheets made of the finest silk, cool against your skin. Imagine a pillow made of soft clouds. He steps out of the room, leaving the mirror behind. The image in the mirror fades. The reflection is gone. Only the feeling of the velvet remains. Warm, dark, wrapping around you like a cocoon. You are the nobility in your own castle, and your castle is quiet tonight. The lighthouse of blue. Finally, we come to the most iconic image of all. The eyes. The blue eyes that looked at a crumbling empire and saw a rising sun. Imagine you are a ship sailing on a dark ocean. The night is pitch black. The waves are gentle, but you cannot see the shore. You are looking for a guide. And then, in the distance, you see it. A beam of blue light, steady, unblinking, piercing the darkness. Ataturk's determination was like a lighthouse. A lighthouse does not run around the island looking for boats to save. It just stands there. It shines. It is grounded in rock. You do not need to do anything to earn this light. It is there for you. It says, I am here. The rocks are here. You are safe. Visualize that blue color. Not a cold blue, but the warm, deep blue of the Aegean Sea in summer. The blue of the turquoise stone. It is a healing color. Let this blue light wash over your body. From the top off your head, down to your shoulders, down to your chest. Calms your heart rate. Pulse and peace. Pulse and peace. The lighthouse beam rotates slowly. Sweep across the dark. Sweep across the dark. It pushes away the shadows. It reveals that there are no monsters in the dark. There is only water and sky. He is watching over the horizon. The eternal chief is on the eternal watch. Because he is watching, you can close your eyes. You don't need to be the lookout tonight. He has the shift. The light is rhythmic. On, off, blink, sleep, blink, sleep. The beam gets softer now. It is no longer a bright light. It is a soft glow. Like the embers of a fire, the blue turns to a deep, dark indigo, the color of deep sleep. The ship has found the harbor. The anchor is dropped. The engine is off. The lighthouse stands tall, excellent guardian in the night. Trust the light. Trust the calm. Trust the sleep. Good night.
Mustafa Kemal.
Good night, Turkey. Good night. And to you, the blanket of white silence. We have explored the heat of the sun and the cool of the sea. Now, let us travel to the quietest season of all. Winter. Ankara is a city of high altitude. In winter, the snow falls heavy and thick. It transforms the rugged landscape into a soft, white dream. Imagine you are standing at the window of the Kankaya mansion. Outside, the snow is falling, softly, silently, endlessly. There is no sound quite like the falling of snow. It absorbs the noise of the world. It covers the roads, the roofs, the trees, creates a clean slate. Ataturk stands by the window watching the flakes descend. He loved this whiteness. To him, it represented a pause, a moment for the earth to sleep and recover its strength. The world outside is cold, but inside, the fire is crackling in the hearth. Crackle, pop, hiss. The warmth of the fire touches your face. The light of the fire dances on the walls. He turns away from the window and sits by the fire. He extends his hands towards the warmth. Heck knows that to survive the winter, you must keep the inner fire burning. But tonight, you don't need to end the fire. It is already built. It is burning steadily. Imagine the snow acting like a heavy, comforting blanket over the entire country. Covers the memories of battle. Covers the scars of the land. Underneath the snow, the seeds are sleeping. They are safe. Underneath your blankets, you are sleeping. You are safe. The snow makes everything slow down. Cars move slower. People walk slower. Even time seems to freeze. Let your thoughts be like snowflakes. Let them fall gently. Let them melt when they touch the ground. No two snowflakes are alike, and no two moments are alike. This moment is unique, and it is yours. The city of Ankara is asleep under the white quilt. The lights of the city are blurred by the mist. It is a painting of peace. White on white, silence on silence. Feel the cool air of the window, then the warmth of the bed. The contrast makes you feel even cozier. You are sheltered from the storm. The commander has secured the perimeter. The winter guard is set. Nothing can disturb this peace. Sleep in the white silence. The flow of ink. From the silence of the snow, we move to the rhythm of the hand. Mustafa Kemal was a man of words. He spoke for 36 hours to tell the story of the nation, the Nutuk. But before he spoke, he wrote. Imagine a desk made of solid oak. A lamp with a green glass shade casts a pool of light on a stack off-white paper. He holds a fountain pen. It is black and silver. He dips the pen into the inkwell. Dip, tap. The ink is dark blue, liquid midnight. He touches the pen to the paper. Scratch, scritch, scratch. The sound of a pen on paper is one of the most hypnotic sounds in history. It is the sound of thought becoming reality. He is writing the future, but writing takes patience. You cannot write the whole book in 1 second. You must write one word at a time, one letter at a time, just as you breathe one breath at a time. Imagine the ink flowing smoothly from the nib of the pen. It connects the letters like a river connects towns. Flowing, looping, dots and crosses, his handwriting was elegant, slanted, driven. Think of your life as a story. Tonight, you have reached the end of a chapter. You do not need to know what happens in the next chapter. You can put the pen down. You can close the journal. Ataturk rubs his wrist. He is tired, but it is a good tiredness. The work is done. He caps the pen. Click. That click is the signal. The session is over. The ink is drying on the page. The words are set. You cannot change the past, and you don't need to. The page is turning. Imagine the paper is your pillow. Cool, smooth, fresh. Your head rests on it. The story waits for you. But for now, the author is resting. The inkwell is closed. The mind is clear. Drift away on the river of ink, into the dark blue night, into the story of sleep. The ritual of the cup. The pen is down, the snow is falling, and now we turn to a smaller, warmer comfort. Mustafa Kemal was a man of the people, and he shared their simplest pleasures. There is one ritual that defines the rhythm of the day in this land: the cup of coffee. Imagine a small porcelain cup. It is delicate, painted with fine blue patterns. It sits on a silver saucer. Steam rises from the cup in a thin, spiraling ribbon. Swirl, fade, swirl, fade. The smell is rich, dark, and roasted. It is a scent that wakes up the soul but comforts the heart. He sits in a wicker chair on a terrace. The afternoon is quiet. He lifts the cup. He does not drink it in Arush. Coffee is not for rushing. It is for pausing. He takes a small sip. It is hot. It is bitter. But it is also sweet, like life itself. A cup of coffee has 40 years of memory. The old saying goes, think of the memories you are making right now. Not the loud ones, the quiet ones. The memory of this bed. The memory of this safety. He holds the cup in his hands, feeling the warmth seep into his palms. Heat is energy. Let that warmth travel up your arms. Let it relax your shoulders. Warmth, melting the tension. He looks at the grounds settling at the bottom of the cup. The sediment settles. The chaos settles. Everything eventually finds its place at the bottom, leaving the clear liquid on top. Your thoughts are settling now. The heavy thoughts sink to the bottom. Your mind becomes clear. The clink of the cup returning to the saucer. Clink. A tiny, sharp sound that punctuates the silence. The ritual is complete. He leans back. He lights a cigarette in the history of the time, watching the smoke drift away. For you, just imagine the smoke as your worries, drifting away, dissolving into the air, gone. There is nothing left in the cup but the grounds. There is nothing left in the day but the rest. Savor the aftertaste of peace. The silent companion. From the solitude of the coffee, we move to the comfort of companionship. Even a great leader needs a friend who demands nothing. A friend who does not care about politics, or wars, or borders. We are talking about his dog, Fox. Animals have a special frequency. They operate on the frequency of the now. They do not worry about tomorrow. Imagine a brown and white dog trotting beside the great commander. The sound off pause on the gravel path. Pad, pad, pad, pad. A happy, rhythmic sound. Ataturk walks in the gardens of Kankaya. He is deep in thought, but then he feels a wet nose touch his hand. He looks down. The dog is looking up at him with big, brown eyes. Eyes full of absolute, unconditional love. He stops walking. He kneels down. He strokes the soft fur behind the dog's ears. The dog leans into his hand. Sigh. The animal lets out a long breath of contentment. There is a profound healing in the touch of a living creature. It reminds us that we are part of nature. Imagine a sleeping animal at the foot of your bed. Maybe it is a dog, maybe a cat, or just an imaginary guardian. It is curled up in a perfect circle. His breathing is slow and steady. Ataturk smiled when he was with Fox. The weight of the nation lifted off his shoulders. In that moment, he was just a man with his dog. You are just a human in your bed. You don't need to be a leader tonight. You don't need to be a hero. You just need to be. The dog closes its eyes. It trusts the environment completely. It exposes its belly, the most vulnerable part, because it knows it is safe. Be like the faithful companion. Trust your environment. Unclench your stomach. Soften your heart. They continue walking side by side. Man and beast, mind and instinct, moving together in harmony. The sun goes down. The garden gets dark. They go inside. The dog lies down on the rug by the fire. The man sits in the chair. Two heartbeats in the quiet room. Thump thump, thump thump. You are never truly alone. The spirit of life is always with you. Loyal, silent, watching over you. Pat the head of the imaginary dog. Feel the soft fur. Feel the peace. The sanctuary of shapes. The dog is asleep, the coffee is finished, and the snow is falling. Now we enter the most orderly room in the mind of the great leader. We enter the world of geometry. It is a little-known fact that late in his life, Mustafa Kemal wrote a book on geometry. He loved mathematics. Why? Because in a world of confusing politics and shifting emotions, mathematics is pure. It is reliable. It is true. $2 plus $2 will always equal $4. The angles of a triangle will always add up to $180 degrees. There is a profound comfort in that certainty. Imagine him sitting at his desk, holding a wooden ruler and a compass. He draws a perfect circle on the white paper. Round and round. The line connects back to where it started. A circle has no sharp edges to hurt you. It is endless. It is whole. Visualize a soft, white circle in your mind. Breathing in, the circle expands. Breathing out, the circle contracts. He draws a triangle. 3 strong lines, a broad base. A triangle is the most stable shape in nature, cannot be easily knocked over. Imagine your body as a triangle. Your shoulders and back form the base on the mattress. You are stable. You are grounded like a pyramid. He creates new words for the angles. Vision. He is simplifying the complex. He is tidying up the language. Tidy up your mind now. Take the messy thoughts of the day and put them into boxes. Square boxes. Close the lids. Stack them neatly in the corner. The page is filled with clean lines and clear shapes. There is no chaos here, only order. Geometry, he might say, is the art of reasoning. But tonight it is the art of resting. Let the shapes float in the darkness behind your eyelids. A blue square, a yellow circle, a green triangle, slowly spinning, hypnotic, calming. The logic of the universe is holding you together. Gravity is holding you down. The physics of sleep are taking over. You don't need to calculate anything. The equation is solved. The answer is rest. The echo of the ancients. From the sharp lines of geometry, we travel back into the deep, deep mists of time. Ataturk was not just looking forward, he was obsessed with the roots. He looked at the soil of Anatolia and saw thousands of years of history. Hittites, Sumerians, Trojans. Imagine walking with him through the ruins of an ancient city, like Hattusa. The stones are massive, gray, and weathered. They have stood there for 4,000 years. Touch the stone in your imagination. It is cold. It is rough. It feels eternal. He had a deep respect for these stones. He established museums to protect them. He knew that we are just visitors on this earth. Our worries are fleeting. The stone remains. This perspective is incredibly freeing. Your problems of today are just a flicker in the vast timeline of history. They are small. You can let them go. Imagine the famous Hittite sun disk. A bronze circle with stag horns, symbolizing the universe. He looked at it and saw a connection to the cosmos. The sun that shone on the Hittites is the same sun that shone on him, and the same sun that shines on you. We are all connected by the light. He walks slowly through the excavation site. The dust of history is in the air. Silence. the kind of silence that has weight, the silence of centuries. Listen to that silence. It is much louder than the noise of the modern world. He picks up a small piece of pottery shard. He turns it over in his hand. Someone made this cup thousands of years ago. Someone drank from it. Someone slept. Now they are gone, but the piece remains. Feel yourself sinking into the timeline. You are part of this ancient story. Your roots go deep into the earth like the roots of the old civilizations. You are supported by the ancestors. You are supported by the history of the land. The wind blows through the ancient gates. Push. The lantern in the snow, a teacher's journey. The journey through the night continues. We have walked through the halls of palaces and the ancient ruins of history. Now, let us travel to a humble place, a place where the true heart of the nation beats. Let us travel to a small village schoolhouse, lost in the vast whiteness of a winter night. Close your eyes and picture the landscape. It is night in the deepest part of Anatolia. The mountains are wrapped in thick, white coats of snow. The sky is clear, piercingly cold, and filled with stars that look like shattered diamonds scattered across black velvet. There is no sound outside. No cars, no machines. Only the wind, whistling softly through the branches of the poplars. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. In the middle of this vast, dark silence, there is a single point of light, a small wooden building. The windows are glowing with a warm, orange light. It is a school, and inside that school, the future is being built one letter at a time. Imagine Mustafa Kemal walking towards this light. His boots crunch softly on the frozen snow. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The sound is crisp and rhythmic. He is wrapped in his heavy coat, the collar turned up against the chill. He is not here as a conqueror. He is here as a head teacher. He knows that the warmth inside this small room is more powerful than any weapon ever held. He opens the wooden door. Creak. A rush of warmth hits his face. The smell of burning wood from the stove. The smell of chalk dust. The smell of wet wool coats drying by the fire. It is the smell of effort. It is the smell of hope. Inside, the room is simple. There are rows of small wooden desks, polished by the elbows of children. But tonight, the students are not just children. There are old men with white beards, women with tired hands, young boys with bright eyes. They have all gathered here after a long day of work to learn. He walks to the front of the room. He does not sit on a throne. He stands by the blackboard. The blackboard is old, its black paint faded to gray in places, but it is the canvas of dreams. He picks up a piece of white chalk. He weighs it in his hand. It is light, yet it carries the weight of a civilization. He turns to the board. The room goes completely silent. The only sound is the crackling of the wood in the iron stove in the corner. Snap, hiss, pop. That fire is fighting the cold outside, just as the chalk is fighting the darkness of ignorance. He begins to write. Scratch, tap. Scratch, tap. He writes the letter M. Two peaks like the mountains outside. Firm, strong, connected. He writes the letter A shelter, a roof, a beginning. He turns to the class, his blue eyes softening. He points to an old man in the front row. My friend, he says gently, his voice low and resonant. This is your key. With this key, you can open any door in the world. The old man smiles, revealing a lifetime of hardship etched into his face, but his eyes are shining with a new light. He repeats the sound. Ma. It is a small sound, but it echoes through the centuries. Atatürk watches them learn. He sees the fatigue in their bodies, the slumped shoulders, the rough hands, but he also sees their determination. He knows that learning is an act of defiance. To learn is to say, I am here and I matter. Feel that determination in your own body now. You have learned so much today. You have processed thousands of thoughts, solved problems, navigated conversations. You have been a student of life all day long. Now the lesson is over. The bell has rung. You can put down the chalk. You can wipe the board clean. Imagine the eraser moving across the blackboard. Swish, swish, swish. White clouds off chalk dust rise into the air and slowly settle. The letters disappear. The problems disappear. The words disappear. The board is dark and empty again. Ready for tomorrow, but resting for tonight. He walks over to the window and looks out at the snow again. The light from the schoolhouse spills out onto the white ground, creating a golden path. He knows that this light will spread from village to village, from mind to mind, until the whole country is glowing. But for now, the fire is dying down. The embers are glowing deep red. The lesson is finished. The students are packing their bags. The book is closed. Let the warmth of that schoolhouse stove fill your bedroom. You are safe from the cold. You are safe from the dark. You have the light of knowledge inside you, and it will never go out. But even the light needs to rest. Let the flame flicker and fade. Lower, lower, lower, until there is only a gentle, comforting glow. The school is closed. Silence returns to the mountain. The palace of time, the clock stops. From the humble village school, we travel now to the end of the journey, to a place of magnificent beauty and profound finality. We travel to the Dolmabahce Palace in Istanbul, resting on the edge of the Bosphorus. It is November. The air is cool and damp, filled with the scent of the sea and the falling leaves off the plane trees. The palace stands like a white pearl, reflecting in the restless blue waters off the strait. Inside, the ceilings are high, painted with gold and sky blue frescoes. Crystal chandeliers, heavy and intricate, hang like frozen waterfalls. We enter a specific room, the bedroom. The light here is dim, filtered through heavy velvet curtains. The sounds of the city are far away, muffled by the thick walls and the heavy fabrics. In the center of the room lies the man who changed the map of the world. But here he is not a map maker. He is a voyager preparing for his longest journey. Look around the room. On the bedside table there is a clock. A simple clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. Listen to the rhythm. It is the heartbeat of time. It has been ticking for years, counting the seconds of battles, the seconds of speeches, the seconds of reforms. But now the rhythm is slowing down. Ataturk looks out of the window one last time. He sees the Bosphorus. The water flows endlessly from the Black Sea to the Marmara. It never stops. It is the symbol of eternal life. He sees a ferry boat passing by. He hears the distant, melancholy cry of a seagull. Caw, caw. He smiles. He is not afraid. He knows that he is not leaving. He is expanding. He is becoming the water. He is becoming the wind. He is becoming the soil. He closes his eyes. The blue light fades into a peaceful violet. And then, the moment comes. The clock on the table ticks one last time. Click. And then, silence. 9:05, 9:05. But in our story, this is not a moment of sadness. It is a moment of absolute, perfect suspension. Imagine that time itself has decided to take a nap. The second hand freezes. The world stops spinning for just a heartbeat. The noise of the traffic stops. The wind stops. The waves stop mid-roll. Everything is held in a bubble of crystal clear silence. In that silence, there is no pain. There is no worry. There is no responsibility. There is only a deep, profound release. I have done my duty, the silence seems to say. I have carried the weight. Now I lay it down. Feel the relief of laying down the weight. Imagine you are carrying a heavy backpack full of rocks. The rocks are your tasks, your stresses, your to-do lists. Now unbuckle the straps, point one side. Click. The other side. Click. Let the backpack slide off your shoulders and hit the floor with a heavy thud. Thud. You are light. You are floating. You are in the timeless room at Dalmabas. The stillness here is thick and healing. It is a stillness that has lasted for decades. It is a sanctuary of rest. The spirit of the determination we have talked about all night. The boy in Salonika, the soldier in Gallipoli, the teacher at the blackboard. It all gathers here. It does not disappear. It transforms into a golden mist. This mist covers you, protects you. The clock has stopped, and so can you. You don't need to watch the time anymore. You don't need to count the hours until morning. Time does not exist in sleep. In sleep, you are eternal. The palace is quiet. The servants are walking on tiptoes. Hush, hush. The curtains are drawn. The world outside continues to turn, but in here, everything is still.
Mustafa Kemal is resting.
The nation is resting. The history books are closed on the shelf. The ink is dry. The story is told. Now it is your turn to join the silence. Let go. Drift into the white mist. Drift into the blue sea. Drift into the endless peace of the stopped clock. Prologue. A note. The hill of eternal stone. The clock has stopped. The man has rested. But the memory has turned into something solid, something that cannot be moved by wind or time. We travel now to the top of a high hill in Ankara, Razatip. Here stands Anıtkabir, the eternal resting place. It is deep night. The city lights of Ankara twinkle far below like a carpet of fallen stars. But Afra, on the hill, it is dark and quiet. Imagine the yellow sandstone walls. They glow softly in the moonlight. Stone is the most patient element in the universe. It waits. It endures. It supports. Feel the stability of that stone in your own body. Your bones are your stone. They support you without you having to think about it. We are walking down the Lion Road. Aslanli YOL.it is a long, paved path. On both sides there are stone lions, 24 of them. They are not roaring. They are not hunting. They are resting. Their heads are bowed. They represent power that is under control. Power that is calm. Walk past them in your mind. The stone is cool to the touch. The air is still. There is a profound sense of safety here. These lions are guarding the night. Because they are keeping watch, you can let your guard down. You don't need to be vigilant. The lions are awake so you can be asleep. The stones on the path are separated by small gaps of grass. It forces you to walk slowly, to look down, to be mindful. Step, pause, step, pause. This is the rhythm of reverence. Thesis, the rhythm of deep sleep. You reach the vast courtyard. It is an open space of absolute geometry. The moon shines on the geometric patterns on the floor. Red stone, black stone, white stone. Everything fits together perfectly. There are no loose ends. You look up at the Great Hall of Honor. It rises like a mountain against the night sky. It is the house of the Father. Inside, it is cool and silent. A silence that wraps around you like a velvet cloak. There is no sadness here anymore, only a great, deep peace, the kind of peace that comes after a job well done. the kind of peace that comes after a long, long life. Stand in the center of the courtyard in your imagination. You are a tiny speck in this great architecture, and that is a relief. You don't have to be big tonight. You can be small. You can be held by the greatness of the structure. The night wind blows through the columns. Whoosh! It whispers the stories of the past, but they are gentle stories now. The storm is over. The stone remains. You remain. Solid, safe, guarded. The ripple of peace. From the solid stone of the mausoleum, we move to a concept that is light, airy, and endless. We move to his voice. A voice that said one sentence that echoes forever: peace at home, peace in the world. Let those words settle in your chest. Peace.it is a soft word. It opens the lungs. Visualize peace not as a concept, but as a substance, like a warm, golden liquid. He wanted peace for his country, but he also wanted it for the whole earth. Imagine a calm lake in the early morning. The water is like a mirror. Ataturk throws a single white pebble into the center of the lake. Plop. A gentle ripple starts to spread, circle after circle, expanding outwards. This is how peace works. It starts at the center. It starts at home. Home is not just your house. Home is your body. Home is your mind. You cannot have peace in the world if you do not have peace in your sleep. So, let the ripple start in your heart. Beat, beat. The ripple spreads to your chest, relaxing the muscles. It spreads to your stomach, untying the knots. It spreads to your hands, letting go of the grip. Peace at home. Your home is quiet tonight. The doors are locked. The windows are closed. Inside, there is only warmth. The ripple expands further, to the room, to the building, to the street. Everything the ripple touches becomes still. The cars stop. The wind stops. The noise stops. Peace in the world. Imagine the ripple expanding across the oceans, connecting continents. At this moment, millions of people are sleeping. You are part of a global community of rest. You are breathing in sync with the world. He looked at the map and erased the borders with his mind, wishing friendship with all neighbors. Tonight, erase the borders in your mind. The border between today and tomorrow. The border between awake and asleep. Let them blend together. The world is not a place of conflict tonight. It is a blue marble floating in space. Silent, beautiful, fragile. Ataturk is watching over this marble. He is holding the vision of peace so you don't have to fight for it. The war is over. The treaty is signed. The terms are simple, you rest. Float on the ripples of that great peace, drifting further and further from the center, expanding into the nothingness, light as a feather, calm as the lake. Peace at home, peace in your soul.
Harika bir atmosfer yakaladık. Hikayeyi Part 23 ve Part 24 ile devam ettiriyorum. Bu bölümlerde Atatürk'ün meşhur sözü "İstikbal göklerdedir" in ötesine geçerek gökyüzünün sonsuzluğunu ve güven, Türk, öğün, çalış, güven duygusunun verdiği o derin teslimiyet hissini işliyoruz.
The promise of the dawn. We have explored the night, the stone, and the water. Now, let us settle into the feeling of certainty. One of the most powerful things Mustafa Kemal possessed was certainty. He did not hope for victory. Heknewit would come. He did not hope the sun would rise. He knew the cycle of the universe was unbreakable. Imagine him standing on a hill in the early hours of the morning, just before the dawn. The wolf's hour. The world is gray and misty. The birds have not yet started to sing. It is the quietest moment of the 24 hours. He is watching the eastern horizon. He knows that no matter how dark the night was, the light always returns. This is a message for you tonight. You might have worries about tomorrow. You might have things you need to do. But look at the horizon in your mind. The sun is already on its way. You do not need to pull it up with a rope. You do not need to push the earth to turn. It happens automatically. Ataturk trusted the laws of nature, and because he trusted them, he could rest. He handed over the watch to the universe. The sun will rise, he thought. The nation will wake up. But for now, the stillness is necessary. Feel that relief in your bones. The world runs on autopilot while you sleep. Your heart beats in autopilot. Your breath flows on autopilot. You are free from the duty of making things happen. Imagine a soft, golden glow beginning to touch the edges of the dark sky in your mind. Not a bright light that wakes you up, but a warm, reassuring glow, like the embers of a fireplace that never truly goes out. His legacy is like that glow. It doesn't scream, it warms. He turns from the horizon and walks back into the warmth of the house. He walks slowly, his boots leaving no sound on the soft earth. He enters his room. He lies down. He closes his eyes with the absolute confidence of a man who knows that the morning is guaranteed. You have that same guarantee. Tomorrow is waiting for you. It is safe. It is prepared. You don't need to visit it yet. Stay in the velvet comfort of the now. Stay in the gray, soft mist of Theperdon sleep. The promise is kept. The light is coming. But for now, only the dark is kind. The anchor of trust. From the promise of the sun, we move to the anchor of the soul. Ataturk gave a famous advice to his people: work, be proud, trust, trust. Tonight, we focus only on that one word: trust. Güven. It is a heavy word in the best possible way. It anchors you. Think of a ship in a safe harbor during a storm. The waves are rocking the ship, but the anchor is deep in the sand, holding it fast. The captain can sleep because the anchor is strong. Ataturk was the anchor for a drifting empire. Trust the bed. Trust the floor beneath the bed. Trust the foundations of the building. Trust the earth beneath the building. Layer upon layer of stability. He often spoke of the youth entrusting the republic to them. To entrust something means to let it go, to give it to someone else and believe they will take care of it. Tonight, entrust your worries to the night. Give them to the darkness. The darkness is big enough to hold them. You don't need to carry them. Imagine Mustafa Kemal sitting in a park in Ankara, watching children play. He is relaxed. He is smiling. Why? Because he trusts them. He knows the future is in good hands. He doesn't need to control everything anymore. You don't need to control your breathing right now. Trust your lungs. They know what to do. They have been breathing for you since the moment you were born. In and out. Trust your heart. It is the most loyal soldier you have. Beat and rest. Let go of the steering wheel. Take your hands off the controls. Lean back into the passenger seat of sleep. The driver is experienced. The road is straight. The destination is rest. I trust you, he seems to whisper to the wind. I trust myself, you whisper back to the pillow. The anchor holds. The ship is safe. The captain sleeps. Deep trust, deep peace, deep sleep. The breath of the pines. We move now from the open fields and the stone monuments to a place of deep shade and aromatic air. We return to the miracle of the soil. When Mustafa Kemal looked at the dry hills around Ankara, he didn't just see a farm. He saw a forest. He ordered the planting of pine trees. Millions of them. The pine is a special tree. It does not lose its leaves in winter. It stays green. It stays constant. It is the symbol of eternal life. Imagine you are walking through the Atatürk forest farm at night. The ground is covered in a soft carpet of fallen pine needles. Cushion. Step. Cushion. Step.it is soft and springy under your feet. It absorbs the sound of your walking. The air here is different. It is rich with the scent of pine resin. It is a sharp, clean, woodsy smell. Take a moment to imagine that scent filling your room right now. It is the smell of pure oxygen. He loved the smell. He believed it cleared the mind and healed the lungs. Stop walking in your imagination and stand under a giant pine tree. Look up. The branches are like dark lace against the starry sky. The wind moves through the needles. Hush, hush. It is a different sound than the wind in the wheat. It is softer. It is a whisper. It sounds like the ocean, but it is the ocean of the trees. Ataturk walked here often to think. The trees were his silent counsel. They stood tall, straight, and dignified. Be like the pine, the forest whispers. Stand tall, but be flexible in the wind. Breathe in that imaginary pine air deeply. Feel it cooling your throat. Feel it opening your chest. It brings the stillness of the forest into your blood. The sap of the tree is slow and thick. It moves patiently. Your energy is becoming like the sap, moving slowly, thick and heavy, grounding you to the earth. You are rooted. The worries of the day cannot blow you over. You are a strong, green pine in the middle of a quiet night. The forest surrounds you with a wall of protection. Nothing can enter this grove but peace. Breathe. Smell the green. Sleep. The frequency of calm. From the scent of the forest, we move to the soft glow of a room and the magic of sound. In the evenings of the young republic, there was a gathering point in every home. The radio. Imagine an old wooden radio sitting on a side table. It is made of polished walnut wood, warm and smooth. It has a dial that glows with a soft, amber light. It is the only light in the room. Ataturk understood the power of the voice. He knew that a voice could travel through the night air, over mountains and valleys, to bring comfort to a lonely village. Imagine him sitting by such a radio, listening to a song or a poem. Turn the dial in your mind. Click, static, hum. The sound of static is white noise. It is one of the best sounds for sleep. It masks the sharp noises of the world. Creates a blanked off sound. SHHHHHHH. You are tuning the radio. You are tuning out the frequency of stress. You are tuning out the frequency of rushing. You are searching for the station of sleep. Suddenly, the signal becomes clear. A soft, instrumental melody comes through the speaker. It is distant, slightly crackly, but warm. Like a memory, the tubes inside the radio are glowing warm. The warmth radiates into the room. Think of your mind as a receiver. All day, you have been receiving signals. News, work, traffic, conversations. It is too much noise. Now, reach out with your hand and turn the volume knob. Slowly, turn it to the left. The volume goes down. The voices become whispers. The whispers become silence. The amber light of the radio is hypnotic. Stare at it in your mind. A small, safe sun in the corner of the room. Ataturk is listening with you. He is not saying a word. He is just enjoying the connection. We are all connected by the invisible waves of the night. The broadcast is ending for the day. The announcer says a quiet, polite good night. The station goes off the air. Only the gentle hum remains, the hum of the universe. You have tuned in to the right frequency, the frequency of deep rest. The signal is strong. The connection is stable. Let the static wash over you like a gentle rain. Fade out the signal. Fade out the light. Fade out. The journey through history is almost complete. We have walked the land, climbed the hills, and sat by the fire. Now we return to the water for one last voyage. But this is not a voyage off struggle. It is a voyage of pure luxury and rest. We board the Savarona. It was the most beautiful yacht in the world, a giant swan made of white steel. Ataturk spent his final summer here, seeking the healing breeze of the sea. Imagine the ship anchored in a quiet bay. The engines are off. The only movement is the gentle sway of the hull on the water. Rock and return. Rock and return. This is the rhythm of the cradle. It is the first rhythm we ever knew before we were born. Your body remembers this rhythm. Feel your bed gently swaying like the Savarona. Left, right, slow, steady. He sits on the deck in a wicker chair, wrapped in a blanket. The moon is full, casting a silver path across the dark water. The ship is gleaming white in the moonlight. It looks like a cloud floating on the ocean. He listens to the water lapping against the side of the ship. Slap, gurgle, hush.it is a conversation between the steel and the sea. The sea says, "I have you. I am holding you." The ship says, "I am safe. I am floating." Inside the ship, the cabins are quiet. The brass fittings are polished. The wood is smooth. Everything is shipshape. Everything is secure. There is a profound sense of isolation on a ship. You are cut off from the land. You are cut off from the problems of the shore. There is a strip of water between you and the rest of the world. That strip of water is your boundary. Tonight, put a mental ocean between you and your tomorrow. You are on the ship. The problems are on the shore. They cannot swim to you. You are out of reach. He closes his eyes, feeling the fresh, salty air fill his lungs. It cleanses the spirit. The gentle rocking continues. It lulls the mind into a trance. You are drifting on the white ship, drifting into the velvet night, safe in the cradle of the sea. The invisible bond. Finally, we come to a lesson about presence. Mustafa Kemal once said a sentence that unlocks the secret of connection. To see me does not necessarily mean to see my face. To understand my thoughts is to have seen me. This is a profound truth for the night. We often think we need to see things to believe them. We need to see the solution. We need to see the result. But in the dark, you cannot see. In the dark, you must feel. You cannot see the air in your room, but you know it is keeping you alive. You cannot see gravity, but you know it is holding you to the bed. You cannot see the great leader standing in the room, but you can feel the energy of his determination. Imagine a gentle wind blowing through the curtain. He is not a statue. He is the wind. He is not a picture on the wall. He is the feeling of freedom in your chest. Close your physical eyes so you can open your inner eyes. When you stop looking, you start feeling. Feeling. Feel the bond that connects you to this story. It is an invisible thread. It is unbreakable. You don't need to hold onto it tight. It holds you. I am here, the feeling says. In your mind, in your logic, in your heart. You are never without guidance. If you are lost, you just need to remember. And remembering is a gentle act, like opening a book. Let the image of the face fade away. Let the blue eyes fade into the blue sky. Let the blonde hair fade into the golden sunlight. Let the man become the idea, and let the idea become a feeling. The feeling is peace. The feeling is strength. The feeling is rest. You are surrounded by the invisible, wrapped in the unseen, protected by the thought. The wind settles. The curtain stops moving. The room is still. The bond is sealed. Sleep now, in the comfort of the unseen. Here are part 29 and part 30. These sections focus on the hypnotic visual of the flag, the crimson silk, and the warming metaphor of the eternal torch, the legacy of light. The dance of the crimson silk. We have traveled through time, stone, and sea. Now look up. High above the parliament, high above the castles, high above the schools, there is a movement in the sky. It is the dance of the flag. Imagine a vast piece of crimson silk, red like the sunset, red like the life in your veins. It is caught in a slow, gentle breeze. Watch the fabric undulate. Ripple, roll, ripple, roll. It moves like a wave in the sky, fluid, graceful, unending. Ataturk looked at this flag not just as a symbol of a nation, but as a symbol of the night sky itself. Look at the symbols on it. A crescent moon, a star. These are the guardians of the night. The flag is a picture of a peaceful sleep. Imagine that the entire sky is a warm, red blanket. The crescent moon is cradling you. The star is watching over you. The red color is wrapping you in warmth. Listen to the sound of the flag in the wind. Snap, flutter, hush, snap, flutter, hush.it is the heartbeat of the sky. He fought so that this flag could wave freely. And because it waves freely, you are free to close your eyes. You are free to let go of alert. You are free to be vulnerable in your sleep. Imagine the fabric is made of the softest velvet. It lowers down from the flagpole, covers the city, covers the house, covers your bed. You are sleeping under the protection of the star and the crescent. The red is not the color of anger tonight. It is the color of the hearth, the color of the womb. It is the color of deep internal safety. The moon shines silver on the red silk. Perfect contrast. Balance. The wind dies down. The flag hangs still against the pole, resting, waiting for the morning breeze. You are resting too, waiting for the morning light. Wrapped in silk, watched by the star, cradled by the moon. The torch that never burns out. Finally, we come to the source of the light. Ataturk often spoke of a torch, the torch of civilization, the torch of science. I am leaving you no frozen dogmas, he said. I am leaving you the light. Imagine a long, dark road. He is walking ahead of you. He is holding a torch high above his head. The flame is golden and bright, pushes back the shadows. Crackle, glow, crackle, glow. He turns to you. He smiles. He extends his hand. He is giving the torch to you. But do not worry. It is not heavy. It is weightless. It is made of pure light. You take the torch. You feel the warmth of it in your hand. This is your inheritance. Determination, reason, courage. You hold it now. But here is the secret for tonight. You do not need to carry it while you sleep. There is a special holder for this torch right beside your bed. Place the torch in the holder. Clunk. Stands there burning steadily. It does not need fuel. It burns on the energy of history. It acts as a night light for your soul. Because the torch is burning, the monsters cannot come near. Because the torch is burning, you will never be lost in the dark. He trusts you to keep it. And the best way to keep it is to rest so you have the strength to carry it tomorrow. Look at the flame one last time. Blue at the center, yellow in the middle, orange at the tip, dancing, hypnotic. The flame consumes the oxygen of stress. It burns away the anxiety. It leaves only the warm glow of comfort. The great leader has passed the light. The light is safe in your room. You are the keeper of the flame, and the keeper is tired. Lie back. Let the golden light paint the inside of your eyelids. Warm, bright, eternal. The torch is set. The night is here. Sleep in the light. The great lullaby of the land. We have traveled a long way together tonight. We have walked the dusty roads of history. sat in the golden light of palaces, and stood firm against the winds of change. Now, as we approach the end of our journey, let us pull back from the details. Let us rise up, gently and weightlessly, until we are floating high above the earth. Imagine you are looking down at the map of Anatolia, but this is not a map of paper and ink. It is a living, breathing landscape of mountains, rivers, and sleeping cities. It is night from the western tip of Edirne to the eastern mountains of Kars. A soft, indigo blanket has been pulled over the entire country. Let us listen to the breathing of the land. In the west, the Aegean Sea is whispering to the olive groves. The silver leaves of the olive trees are still. The sea is calm, lapping gently against the ancient shores of Ephesus and Troy. Hush, hush. The history there is sleeping that I in the south. The warm air of the Mediterranean hangs over the cotton fields of Adana. The earth is rich and warm. The crickets are singing a slow, rhythmic lullaby. Chirp, chirp. The harvest is sleeping. Move your mind to the north. The Black Sea forests are deep, dark, and cool. The scent of frane and pine fills the air. The mist is rolling down from the high plateaus, covering the tea gardens in a soft white cloud. The green is sleeping, and in the center, in the heart of the country, the vast plains of Ankara are silent. The wheat fields are resting under the starlight. The yellow earth, which Ataturk loved so much, is cooling down after the heat of the day. He acts as the eternal night watchman for this vast land. Imagine his spirit walking the borders, checking the gates, ensuring that every village, every house, and every child is safe. Because he is watching, the land can relax. And because the land is relaxed, you can relax. You are part of this great geography. Your body is the earth, heavy and stable. Your breath is the wind, moving freely. Your blood is the river, flowing without effort. Feel the gravity of the motherland holding you. It is a gravitational pull of love. Pulls you down into the mattress. It's ease. I have held millions of people before you. I can hold you too. The lights of the cities are turning off, one by one. Istanbul is closing its eyes. The Bosphorus Bridge is a string of pearls in the dark, but the water beneath it is black and silent. The ferry boats are tied up at the docks. They rock gently. Everything that moves has stopped moving. Everything that thinks has stopped thinking. There is a massive, collective silence stretching across thousands of kilometers. You are connected to that silence. You are a single peaceful point in a vast ocean of peace. The map fades from your mind. The borders disappear. The names of the cities disappear. There icinely the night. There is only the comfort of the dark. Rest in the great lullaby of the land. The final farewell, the nod of approval. We descend now from the sky, back into the intimacy of the room, back to the presence of the man who started it all. We come to the moment of farewell. But in this story, farewell is not an end. It is a completion. Imagine Mustafa Kemal standing at the threshold of a door in your mind. He is no longer the tired commander in the desert. He is no longer the busy statesman at his desk. He is the eternal chief, glowing with a soft, ethereal light. He is wearing his evening cape, looking elegant, calm, and timeless. He looks at you. His blue eyes are no longer piercing. They are gentle. They are the color of a calm morning sky. He knows your struggles. He knows how hard you work. He knows the battles you fight in your own life, the battles against stress, against worry, against doubt. And do you know what he does? He nods, a slow, respectful nod of approval. He is telling you that you have done enough. You have carried the torch today. His silence seems to say, you have protected your own republic. You have been a good soldier of life. You do not need to be perfect to earn his respect. You just need to be sincere. And you are. He wants you to put down the heavy backpack of responsibility. He points to a chair by the door. Leave it there, he whispers. The worries, the plans, the to-do lists, Leave them there. You take off the weight. You set it down. You feel lighter, immensely lighter. He smiles, a rare, warm smile that reaches his eyes. It is the smile of a father watching his child sleep safely. He begins to step back. He is not abandoning you. He is simply stepping back into the history books, stepping back into the stars so that you can have the room to yourself. He is turning into energy. He is turning into the feeling of safety that surrounds you. I am in your veins, he says. I am in your language. I am in the freedom of your breath. You don't need to hold on to him. He is already part of you. You are the living legacy. And the best way to honor that legacy right now is to rest, to be healthy, to be strong for tomorrow. Wave goodbye in your heart. Say thank you. Thank you for the vision. Thank you for the courage. Thank you for the peace. He turns and walks into the mist of time. The mist is golden and warm. It swallows his figure. He is gone. But the feeling of safety remains. The door closes gently. Click. The latch falls into place. You are safe inside. The watch has ended. Your rest begins. The ultimate silence, into the void. Now there is nothing left. We have reached the end of the book. The last page has been turned. The cover is closed. The story of the determined boy, the brave soldier, the wise teacher, it has all melted away into the night. There are no more words to speak. There are no more images to see. There is only you and the velvet darkness. Let us turn off the senses one by one. Imagine walking through a house and turning off the switches. Turn off the switch of sound. The noise of the world fades away. The echo of the narrator's voice fades away. There is only the sound of your own breath. Inhale, silence. Exhale, silence. Turn off the switch of sight. The images of the snow, the sea, the flag, they all dissolve. Behind your eyelids, there is a beautiful, warm blackness. It is not an empty blackness. It is a full, rich, comforting darkness, like deep soil waiting for a seed. Turn off the switch of touch. Your body is sinking into the bed. You can no longer tell where your skin ends and the sheets begin. You are melting into the mattress. Your legs are heavy lead. Your arms are heavy stone. Your head is sinking into a cloud. Turn off the switch of time. There is no 9:05. There is no morning. There is no yesterday. Time has stopped completely. You are floating in an eternal now. You are drifting in a vast, empty ocean of peace. The water is warm. It holds you effortlessly. You are drifting deeper and deeper, down, down, down. Ataturk is at peace. The nation is at peace. The world is at peace. And finally, you are at peace. There is nothing left to do. There is nowhere left to go. Let go of the last thread of consciousness. Let go. Silence, stillness, void. Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Gökmen Bey, hikayenin bitiş, The End, kısmını yazmıştık ancak 100.000 karakter hedefine ulaşmak ve YouTube videonuzun süresini uzatmak, örneğin 1 saatlik veya daha uzun bir Deep Sleep videosu yapmak için hikayeyi rüya alemi, The Dreamscape, fazına geçiriyorum. Artık dinleyici teknik olarak uyudu. Şimdi, bilinçaltında geçen, daha soyut, daha yavaş ve tamamen rüya atmosferinde geçen bölümlerle devam ediyoruz. Bu bölümler, videonun en sonunda, ekran kararmışken dönecek olan kısımlardır.
The dream of the blue sky. You have crossed the bridge. You have left the waking world behind. Now you are walking in the world of dreams. Here, gravity does not exist. Here, time does not exist. In this dream, you find yourself floating in a space of pure, radiant blue. It is the blue of the eyes that watched over a nation. But now it is just color. It is just light. You are bathing in this blue light. It feels warm against your skin, like the sun in the Mediterranean spring. But it is also cool like the water of the Bosphorus. It is a perfect temperature. You are weightless. You are drifting like a feather in this endless blue sky. Far below you, you see the clouds. They are white and fluffy, like the wool of the sheep in the Anatolian hills. You can rest on these clouds. Lie down on one of them. Supports you completely. In this dream, there is a presence with you. Not a person, but a feeling. The feeling of Father. The feeling of a strong hand holding yours. You don't need to look to see who it is. You know, he is guiding you through the sky. Look, the silence says. Look at the horizon. The horizon is endless. Your potential is endless. In this dream, you are free from all limits. You are flying towards the sunrise, but you never get tired. The blue light pulses slowly. Glow and fade. Glow and fade. It matches the rhythm of your sleeping breath. You are safe in the blue. You are safe in the sky. The library of clouds. The dream shifts gently. The blue sky transforms into a room made of white mist. You are back in the library, but it is not made of wood anymore. It is made of clouds and starlight. Thesis, the library of eternity. The shelves are rows of soft light. The books are memories of courage. Ataturk is sitting in a chair made of light. He is reading a book called Peace. He looks up and smiles. He gestures for you to sit. You sit on a cushion of air. There is no sound here. Knowledge is transferred without words. You absorb the wisdom directly into your soul. You feel his determination entering your bones. But it is not a hard determination. It is fluid. Itis, the determination of water that shapes the stone. It is the determination of the seed that breaks the soil. In this dream library, you can leave your worries on the shelf. Take that heavy thought you were carrying. Place it on the shelf. Watch it turn into a white bird and fly away. Flutter, flutter, gone. The library is a sanctuary. The walls are protecting you from the noise of the universe. You are studying the art of silence, and the head teacher is the master of silence. He closes his book. The lesson is, just be. You are just being, floating among the stories, drifting among the stars. The train to the stars. The library dissolves into mist, and now you hear a sound, a gentle rhythmic chugging. Chug, chug, chug, but it is very soft like a heartbeat. The white train appears out of the mist, but it is not running on iron rails. It is running on a track made of stardust. The train is glowing with a silver light. The doors open for you. You step inside. The cabin is warm. The seats are made of velvet night. You lie down on the seat. The train begins to move. It is taking you deeper into sleep. It is traveling through the constellations. You pass the pole star. It winks at you. You pass the crescent moon. It cradles you. Ataturk is the conductor of this train. He is at the front, guiding the engine. He knows the way to the deepest rest. You trust the conductor. You don't need to check the map. The motion of the train is rocking you deeper. Rock, rock, rock. You are traveling away from the earth, away from the gravity, away from the names and dates. You are just a passenger on the journey of the soul. The window shows only galaxies passing by. Beautiful, swirling lights, purple, indigo, gold. The train slows down. It is arriving at the station of deep sleep. The brakes sigh gently. SHHHHH. The train stops. Complete stillness. You do not get off the train. You stay there in the warm cabin, safe, suspended in the stars. The journey is over. The sleep is endless. The garden of stone and flowers. In the depth of this sleep, a new image blooms. You are in a garden. but it is a mix of the strong stone of Anitkaber and the delicate flowers of the Kenkaya mansion. Strength and softness, side by side. You see a tall, yellow stone pillar. It represents your spine, strong, upright. Vines of green ivy are growing around it. They represent your flexibility, soft, living. Ataturk is walking in this garden. He is pruning the roses. He cuts away the dead leaves. In your dream, he is cutting away your bad memories. Snip, the fear is gone. Snip, the regret is gone. Snip, the anger is gone. He leaves only the fresh, red buds, the buds of hope, the buds of tomorrow. He waters the garden with clear water from a silver pitcher. The water is cool and healing. Feel that water washing over your mind, cleaning the dust, nourishing the roots. The smell of the roses fills the dream, sweet and heavy. It weighs down your eyelids even more. You cannot open your eyes. You don't want to. The garden is too beautiful. He sits on a stone bench. He pats the empty space beside him. Sit, the dream says. Rest. You sit beside the Great Spirit. You lean your head back. You look up at the imaginary sun. There is nothing to do here. The flowers grow by themselves. You sleep by yourself. Nature takes care of everything. Peace in the garden. Peace in the stone. Peace in the rose. The echo of the anthem. From the garden, a sound arises. It is not music. It is a vibration. It is the feeling of the national anthem, but slowed down 1,000 times. It is not a march anymore. It is a hymn, Korkma, do not fear. The word echoes in the vast chamber of your sleep, do not fear. Do not fear. Ataturk's voice whispers it to the wind. Do not fear the dark. It is where you heal. Do not fear the silence. It is where you hear yourself. The vibration moves through your body. It vibrates in your chest. It vibrates in your hands. It shakes loose the last bits of tension. Imagine the flag waving in slow motion again. This time, it is wrapping around you like a cocoon. You are the butterfly inside the cocoon. You are sleeping so you can transform. When you wake up, you will be new. But for now, you must stay in the cocoon. The Independence March becomes the Independence Sleep. You are independent from the world. You are a sovereign state of one. Your borders are closed to stress. The echo fades away. The last note hangs in the air. Perfect, long, low note. Hum. It merges with the sound of your breathing. The anthem is you. The hero is you. The sleeper is you.